So moving on to our next section, and this 24/7, 365 IME marketing. And we're on page 7 of the handbook. So the biggest mistake that most of us make with regard to marketing is that we look at marketing as a static process. What happens is people sit around their office at the end of the year, the middle of the year, they're running out of money. In my old firm, we used to do this. We had a law firm, we had workers' comp lawyers, we had tort lawyers, and every once in a while we'd have a meeting and it was usually a bloodbath. I mean, the tort lawyers would sit on one side, the workers' comp lawyers would sit on the other side, and we spend the whole time blaming each other for not making enough money. And then usually there was all kinds of fights and so on and so forth. But what happens is people look at their bottom line and say, we're not making enough money, so what we're going to do is we're going to spend $5,000 on marketing, okay? And what we're going to do is we'll make up a color brochure, give it to somebody that knows how to make up brochures, send it out, get it printed up, and start sending out flyers to lawyers, insurance companies, adjusters, in the hopes that this will generate some new clients and new business. Now, does anybody think that that works?
No.
No. Okay. Why doesn't it work? Why doesn't that kind of marketing work? It's junk mail. Right, exactly. Lawyers and doctors and other professionals, when I go pick up the mail from my office, I go pick up the mail every day from the office. I sort through the mail at the post office. I don't have to lug it all back. And they have a recycling bin at the post office to make it easy for everybody. And all the junk mail goes in the recycling bin, essentially. Unless there's something I'm very interested in, it goes in the recycling bin. So this kind of marketing does not work. And it's very, very difficult to generate quality new cases this way. The 24/7, 365 IME marketing, it's where it's at with regard to marketing. So the bottom line principle here is that every action, every interaction that you have with anybody, from the IME company, the attorney, the insurance adjuster, the third-party administrator, whoever else you're dealing with, every contact you have with them is your best marketing opportunity. It's not sending out a flyer telling them what you can do, okay? It's actually showing them what you are doing. Okay? Does everybody get that? So this is really important. So you have to talk the talk, walk the walk, and let's go through some of this and see what I'm talking about. So, and this 24/7 IME marketing generates positive word of mouth, it generates referrals, it burnishes your image, your reputation, and gets repeat business. So for example, well, let's start out with the initial contact. I was hired by an IME company, and they said, we want you to help. We're not getting enough repeat business. Please help us. The first thing I did was anonymously call up their office to schedule an IME. I say, this is Attorney Babitsky. I want to schedule an IME. People are laughing already. They know what I'm going to say, okay? I was put in voicemail hell. Okay? Voicemail hell. I'm thinking to myself, this is no way to run a business. Okay? It was like calling JetBlue on a bad day of a snowstorm. Okay? Not good. You don't want to call an airline the day of a snowstorm. I call them up. Yes, this is Attorney Babitsky. I'd like to schedule an IME in a back case. Well, which doctor would you like? We have 7 doctors. I said, actually, I don't really care. Just any orthopedic doctor that does backs is fine with me. They go, well, how about Dr. Jones? I go, okay. Let me give you Dr. Jones' assistant. Transfer me over. Dr. Jones' assistant. Not there. Voicemail. This is Dr. Jones' assistant. I'm very busy right now. I'll get back to you at my convenience. My earliest convenience. Okay, like when might that be? Okay, today, tomorrow? No answer. Next day I call back. I called yesterday to schedule this back IME, and you sent me to Dr. Jones' assistant. Oh, didn't they get back to you? No, they didn't, actually. Let me give you somebody else. And they give me somebody, and I probably made 5 phone calls and never reached anybody. Never reached anybody. When I told this story to this group of doctors, they were not a happy campers. They were really quite up. And I actually wrote it all down. It all nice, and I recorded it nice and neat. And I said, you know the reason you're not getting any business? This is the reason. Because nobody can get through your voicemail, and there's nobody there that can schedule an IME, and I don't know how you get any business, actually, let alone repeat business. And they were extremely upset. So this initial contact with your office, okay, needs to be done correctly. Okay, when you call Dr. Freifeld's office, he has a woman with a beautiful British accent. I think you charge extra for that, right?
You do. Yes,
okay, that's the extra $10 you write. You should, that, because of the British accent, it's a $10 surcharge. Beautiful British accent. Yes, this is Steve. Oh, Steve, you're an old friend of Steve Freifeldt. Oh, yeah, put me right through. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Somebody that knows something, somebody that's intelligent, okay, somebody that can set up an IME, somebody that knows about IMEs, somebody that has some training, somebody that's been to some seminars, somebody that understands the terminology. Okay. Could Dr. Freifeld do some forensic work for us? Oh, no, he only does IMEs. Well, there goes $50,000. Okay, forensic, I thought that was like CSI. He's not a chemist. Oh, no, it's a medical malpractice case. Oh, no, I don't know about that. So having an intelligent person answering your phone, we'll go through tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to go through some of the specifics, without mentioning people's names, of your reports and your CVs. Tomorrow morning we're going to start off with that. We actually start tomorrow at 7 a.m. It's an ungodly hour, but we get out early. And I've looked at your web pages. Some of you sent in materials. There are some of the web pages where you can't call to make an IME appointment. You have to send an email. I have to send an email to some person I don't know, I never talked to, and to set up an IME. Well, how is that going to work? Who wants to do that? I mean, if you were hiring a lawyer, would you send an email to a lawyer and say, I want to hire you on a case? I mean, you would never do that. You want to talk to somebody. So this initial interaction with the client is extremely important. The physician has to be easy to reach. One thing